And how you doing, everybody? This is Marcus Couch live for the Chicago Bulls versus New York Knicks post-game show. The Bulls pulled this one out with the last-second DeMar DeRozan shot, 118 to 117 in Madison Square Garden. Boy, it doesn't get any sweeter than a win in MSG, I want to tell you. Got a lot going on. Happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas. And we're going to get to some calls right away. I see that Ringo is in the wings, back in the green room and ready to join us at any time. Come on in whenever you'd like, my friend. So let's head out to take our first caller. 773. Hold on. Turn myself up here a little bit. Let's get to our first caller. Where is my... There we go. Caller. Yeah?
Looking for revenge against New York Knicks. Hey, in my Drake voice. Hey, man, this was a great game. DeMar DeRozan came up big. You know, Patrick Williams, although Randle went off in the second half, he made it tough for Julius Randle. But how about Ayo DeSumo again, man? Coming up in the clutches on defense.
Yeah, and I got to say, DeMar had an amazing game on defense. Zach did very well as well. So you can tell these guys are getting at it.
This is how you want your team to play, Marcus. Think about it. Passion, heart. Think about it. Like our former Chicago Bulls coach said, if you play hard like this every game, you don't necessarily have to win. You're gonna be in a lot of games you probably had no business being. And let's face it, we didn't have no business being in this game. RJ Barrett went up for 40, Julius Randle went up for 30. But hey, man, we pulled it out.
Yeah, barely.
DeMar DeRozan earned his name. No more Emari DeRozan. It's DeMar DeRozan. Yo, man. And before I go, you see those Bulls in your front yard? Just know we at Madison Square Garden, still going hard. Oh God,
Ringo, can you hear the caller?
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay, we got Ringo.
I hear it. Hey, man.
I guess he gave up. What do you think, Ringo? This is a really good game.
Yeah, this was definitely a really good game. Definitely at MSG too. There's really nothing that I can say that was really wrong with this team tonight. I mean, you pretty much just had legit the two players that you expected to kind of go off, and RJ Barrett and Julius Randle, more so in the second half, do what they do. But I mean, what have we been asking for? Me, Pat, Kid, and also you, like, yo, these shots need to be contested. The defense needs to be better. Like everything was legitimately everything. And even after that second quarter, I mean, the Bulls were only down, 2 going into the half. Now, my only gripe, because it's just a gripe. I really didn't have a problem with it. I just wanted Zach to close that game. That was my only issue. I wanted Zach to close that game.
Just to close out the loop, right? Just to close the story.
They got the good win.
Yeah. I mean, dude, look at this. RJ Barrett had 44. 6 for 6 in threes, 14 to 20 from the field. Man, oh man. 29 for Julius Randle. I feel sorry for Vooch, but what did he end up having in this game?
We still feel sorry for Vooch. But I mean, they got the
1 and 12. Not bad. 2 assists, 1 steal, only 1 turnover. Come on. Vooch is playing. P. Will with only 7 points, but didn't it seem like he contributed a lot more to the game than what we're seeing?
Defensively. I mean, that was the thing. Like his primary assignment tonight was pretty much Billy came into the game and was pretty much like, yo, I want you guarding Julius Randle, and he pretty much shut him down most of the first half. The second half, like I said, Julius Randle just basically got off. But I mean, it wasn't for the lack of trying. They really defended some tough shots. So I mean, he definitely left his imprint on the game defensively. But like I said, this was a really good team win against a team that was really rolling.
And our field goal percentage is not bad at all.
Oh, no, not at all.
Oh, I mean, it looks great. So, I mean, guys are shooting 60%, 54.5, 50. I'll take that all day. But yeah, when you get RJ Barrett going off for 44 points, shooting 70%, man, that's tough to beat. And they barely did. And it took the heroics of DeMar DeRozan to pull that off. Hey, I'm going to throw the phone number up here on the screen here.
Yep.
Give us a call here. Steph and I are on board to take your calls. 773-900-8097. Haven't seen much from post games or anything coming in just yet, but on the lookout for that. I want to see if I can get that working finally. So what who do you think's your player of the game here for the Bulls?
To me, the player of the game, definitely got to be Zach. I mean, he came out early. I mean, you saw it. I don't know. I don't know if it was just because like it's MSG and people love doing good. Some former like players love doing good and playing good in Madison Square Garden. I don't know if that was the case, but he came out with a strong 12 in the first quarter, and he kind of picked it up late in that third and also into the fourth with what he was doing. And he also played great defense because, I mean, if you remember, they kind of had it where RJ Barrett was kind of guarding DeRozan first. DeMar was guarding him. He was cooking DeMar. After that, Billy makes a switch, and he got himself a couple of stops on RJ. He got himself a couple of stops on RJ. So to me, got to be Zach.
So I want to show you. Let me take this chat overlay off here for a second. This is the lead tracker for the game. And
ridiculous.
What's crazy is that we're seeing the Bulls actually won the second quarter. Yet just kind of flatlined and coasted the rest of the game and pulled it out with those late second dramatics. I'm really blown away at the quality of this game. Like, this is probably one of the games of the week that I've watched.
Oh no, for sure.
The NBA,
for sure.
NBA wide. So I'm very happy at the results of this game, at least coming out with it, especially because of the embarrassing. I don't know how Vooch is gonna downplay that one. That's gonna.
That's definitely gonna be shown for like the next week and a half.
Yeah,
at least.
All right, so let's get to our next caller here. How you doing, caller? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Chris Newman. I'm calling from Indianapolis.
All right.
What's up, Chris?
Welcome to the show, man.
Chicago.
Welcome. What'd you think of this game tonight?
Tonight, I like how they played. I love the effort, but they need to improve the rebounding. Definitely on offensive and defensive. I hate how the style of the play of like how they playing on offense. It's like one shot, nobody goes to the hole, and then on defense, they're steady getting exposed on defensive rebounding because it seems like Vooch is the only one that goes in for the rebound, and he's the only one that rebounds, and then everybody else just stands around. Is one specific play that they had, like a third chance shot. The Knicks had a third, like basically like had two chances, or probably like they call it second chance, but they had more than once.
Yeah,
Patrick Williams stood there like a statue, and then Brunson grabbed the rebound, and then I think Barrett or whoever that was, they hit the three, and they had to call a timeout. It made me mad because it's just they need to improve their rebounding. That's all. I mean, to me, I'm a diehard Bulls fan. I feel like they're going to get back. Once they get back into rhythm, I think going into this year, I mean, going into 2023, I think they're going to turn it around. But they need a true point guard that could facilitate the court.
What'd you think of Patrick Williams tonight? I mean, he didn't have a lot of points, but would you trade defensive rebounds for
No,
points?
I'm not trading Patrick Williams. I'm not trading Patrick Williams at all.
No, I don't mean trade. I'm just saying in terms of – hold on. I'm just saying in terms of the rebounds tonight, because you're specifically talking about rebounds, and I mean, P. Will did a pretty good job on getting defensive boards tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it was just that one play that kind of made me.
I know you can't let him have three chances. I know. Yeah, 3 chances is no good. I get it. All right, man. Well, thanks for calling in. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I do too, and I really think he's the key to this team in terms of us going to the playoffs. It's really revolves around him and his growth, and that's why DeMar invested in him all summer and brought him along to California, and that's why we kind of coddle him and baby him. Really, we didn't give Jimmy Butler that distinction. Everybody kind of treated Jimmy a lot worse when he was in Chicago.
Oh man, that's crazy.
All right, well, thanks for calling in. We appreciate you.
Oh, no problem. I'll be talking about the Bears probably tomorrow. And y'all have a good and safe holiday.
Thanks,
this year.
man. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, stay safe.
All right, you too.
Yep. Yeah, I think honestly, and this is another thing too that like I wanted to point out. Like last year, like that late game situation where I think that Zach kicked it out to P. Will in the corner. He took the 3, but he missed it. The game was like tied. I think it was like 1:26 left on the clock or something. Last year he doesn't take that shot. So there's things now that you're seeing, you know, that he's kind of implementing where it's like now, like, okay, like if I'm not shooting well now, you know, I could leave my imprint on the game defensively. And while I'm speaking on defense, another thing too that we're finally starting to see that we didn't see early in the season, like they finally communicating.
Yeah,
they're legitimately finally communicating. Like, hey, DeMar, this is where you're supposed to be. Like, this is where Vu's supposed to be. These are where the switches are supposed to be. Even on that last one when we were talking about like DeMar didn't hit rim. Like the Knicks were gonna get the ball back, so they were setting up for the for the inbound. You saw Zach, and this is what we've been calling for. You saw Zach, hey, like this is what we need. Vuce needs to be in the game. Like this is where you're supposed to be positioned, everything like that. And we're finally starting to see that. So can they continue to turn that around on this quote unquote revenge tour? Because there's still time. There's still a lot of games left, but we needed to see this at the beginning of the season, and it's finally starting to show.
And I don't know if you caught it, Steph, but there was a moment where Andre Drummond was about to come out of the game, and he just pointed over to P. Will and looked over at Billy, and so they took P. Will out instead.
Yeah.
Like, no, don't take me out yet. You take him out so I can get, you know, a little advantage on what's happening here.
No, yeah, and that's something like it's all about, you can't teach motivation and want to. And the thing is, you've seen them come back during these 3 games that they won. They've beat Miami, who's been a rival, because you got to remember we swept them 4-0 last year. They come back, they beat Atlanta, who they lost to at the buzzer the last time, and they come back and they beat the Knicks, who they lost to twice. Now you're starting to see, like, hey, if we can do that, especially with this Knicks win, with them coming off of the 8 straight, we should be able to put this together. And Ayo actually ran the offense pretty well tonight.
Yeah, he did.
So
we keep getting lucky between because of the fact that Lonzo's out, we keep getting lucky between the Caruso, Io, Dragic wheel that we keep riding on.
No, most definitely.
And so here's a couple stats within this game. Zach with 33, RJ leading all scorers with 44. Vooch and Julius Randle tying with 12 rebounds apiece. DeMar with 10 assists tonight. Don't say DeMar didn't pass the ball.
Hey, when did we ever think we was going to hear
that? Yeah. Jalen Brunson playing like Julius Erving. Geez, sometimes this guy only cooks against the Bulls apparently, but 9 assists for him, and Io and Julius Randle each with 2 blocks. Let's take. I had a shot chart here for the Bulls. Yeah, I don't think this thing's gonna let me. Okay, Drummond, all inside, right? Io, couple inside. I wanted to actually take a look at DeRozan tonight. His mid seems off.
He was off. From this shot chart, yeah,
that's DeRozan. And then let's look at P. Will. Yeah, he's all inside 1-3 on the wing, or in the corner rather. Sorry, Zach, 55%, pretty efficient.
Zach was definitely on one tonight. There was a couple that I felt like he was kind of forcing it, but like I said, like tonight when we keep talking about like the 215 guy got to show up, like the guy that we pay got to show up. Everything that we were asking him to do, he's done tonight, and he even did that last game.
Yeah,
he even did that last game. I mean, like last game, the Bulls were down. I want to say, what is it? I want to say they were down 4. He comes back and gets you 3 straight buckets in the clutch, and I was like, okay, like, you know, we already knew that you could do this, but now you showing it. Like, yes, this is what we needed. This is what they were talking about.
I was trying to zoom in here to see if there was a chalk outline of Vooch on the floor in the shot selection from RJ Barrett.
It need to be. Now, I mean, if not a chalk outline, at least some yellow tape. at least some yellow tape
around the hoop. That's for sure.
Yeah, around the hoop. I asked him. I asked Pat. I was like, "Yo, what do you think is more disrespectful? The fact that RJ didn't look at him going to the basket, or just like the fact that he got yammed on? He was like, nah, like you going up and you don't look at him, like you
didn't
just
look at anybody. He was just like stone face.
Like, nah." So man, glad they got the win though. He could hold his head up because man,
that will definitely be in the NBA top 5 tonight. Like that's number 2 if anything else crazy happened. What else happened here in the league since we got the scores pulled up here? We got Indiana 108-105 over Miami in Miami, 34 seconds left.
Yep. We actually need that win too, because y'all beat the Knicks, and if we win this game, it's gonna do some things.
Philly over the Clippers, 119-114. Hawks take a rebound, 130-105 over Detroit. Boston over Minnesota, 121-109. Toronto spanking Cleveland at home. Man, crazy games. I was hoping for a Memphis game today, but no such luck.
Yeah, nah, they play on Christmas, which is actually kind of surprising to me because the Bucks had a game tonight.
Yeah,
because the Bucks play on Christmas too.
Yeah. Hey, let's take another caller.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to the 219. How you doing, caller?
Yeah, what's going on, fellas? This is Jamal. How y'all doing tonight?
Hey, we're doing well.
How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm just glad we got the W, man. We've been needing it. And it just feels really good to see this team really playing like how we expected them to play in the beginning of the season. Is it perfect? No. There's still things that we got to fix and work on to improve? Absolutely. But this is a lot better than what we've been seeing these last couple of weeks, where it just kind of seems like nobody knew what it was that they were supposed to be doing, you know?
Yeah, they're talking. They're communicating, right?
Yeah. I'm starting to see that it looks like the big three, Vooch, DeMar, Zach, they're kind of getting a little three-headed monster tandem going on in which they're all balancing each other out in terms of scoring. You know, where Zach led them tonight in scoring, the other night it was DeMar. I think one of the nights Vooch did it and led them in scoring and everything like that, but they're starting to kind of understand each other's spots are better and understand, you know, how to ride the hotter hand, at least for the moment, than what it's been in years past. You know, DeMar did pass the ball a lot more tonight. I still think there are times when he could be too much of a black hole, but I think that what he did tonight with getting 10 assists out there and everything like that. Zach did have no turnovers tonight, you know, so that was a really good game from him. He still had a couple of shots that I questioned from him, like that one where he did a spin move, fade away 3-point shot, and I looked at it and I just said, Zach, that's not a good shot. Like you know that's not a good shot. But that was kind of a heat check moment for him. And, you know, to be fair, he didn't, down the stretch, he chose to attack the basket instead of trying to pull up for a 3-point shot, which I was extremely happy that he did, and things like that. So, good contributions from everybody, and I'm just glad to see that they all played well as a unit together and cohesively.
Let me ask you a question real quick. You know, sometimes, you know, we'll talk about this locker room incident that happened 3 games ago before we started this streak and people being called out. And it sounds like Drummond and Dragic were getting in people's ear from the rumors that I've been hearing. Sometimes it takes somebody getting their ass kicked, right? Like I'm sure we all know that.
Hey, at some point you gotta want to stop it.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't remember if it was. I want to say it might have been on the San Antonio Spurs a while ago. I think it was Avery. Who was the point guard that played with David Robinson? Was it Avery? I can see his face because he was a coach too, and he had that annoying high pitched voice. Y'all know who I think y'all know what I'm talking about. I think it was him who said, you know, I'll get inside the guy who got the big contract. I'll get inside of his face and tell him when he's playing like crap. You know, like just because you make $100 million, $200 million, $300 million on the court, like in your contract, that doesn't absolve you from accountability. That's one of the things that Michael Jordan understood and Phil Jackson understood during their championship. You know, we all know the stories. Phil would take Michael out of the game if he felt Michael was ruining his offense. He grabbed Michael and said, Mike, who's open? Paxton. Then throw the ball, the damn ball to Paxton. But he held his players. It didn't matter that you were the quote unquote paid guy or the superstar. I'm gonna yell at you and tell you when you messing up because you need to be checked at. And the great thing about a good leader is, you know, you can take that criticism from not only your coach, but from your teammates when they're telling you, hey, dog, you ain't playing how you're supposed to be playing. And that's making us look bad as well. And you go out there and prove it. People yelled at Zach, and I thought that was, you know, well-deserved, but at the same time, I was like, Zach wasn't the only one messing up, you know, as far as I could tell. But they got on Zach's trail. And since then, what has Zach done these last 3 games? He's absolutely improved every single game, from his scoring efficiency to his playmaking. He's not turning the ball over as much. So absolutely, sometimes people blow things out of proportion and try to make it seem as if there's this giant drama going on and the team is about to break up. And sometimes that can be true, but sometimes it's just your teammates giving you the kick in the rear end that you need. It's like your parents used to give you that one good ass whooping or butt whooping when you were a kid, and it set you back straight for like the rest of the year or for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need that kick in the rear end.
I agree. I mean, that's why I bring it up. I think sometimes we forget that these guys are still young and in their 20s. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that it's just a growing pain. Like I said, nobody is above the team. Not one person is above the team, because not one person can go out there and go against an entire other team by themselves. Not even Mike, not LeBron, nobody. So yeah, sometimes you might need Joe. Sometimes it can take the 15th man on the bench to come and tell you, "Hey, you messing up, man." And I can see that. And sometimes your ego has to. The brilliance of it is knowing when you need to, like JV said, sometimes you need your ego. You got to remind these fools, but sometimes you got to swallow that pill and be like, "You right and I am wrong," and I do have to humble myself as well. So it's all about balance. All about balance.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks for calling in, man, and have a Merry Christmas.
Same to y'all. Merry Christmas.
Hey, bro, make sure you stay safe out there, man.
All right. So let's do something new here, Steph.
What's up?
Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up. Let's look at Bulls Twitter live.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
come on now.
Hey, this is gonna be fun.
Let's see if I can get this tuned in here. Oops, wrong window. Kind of. Let me zoom in. There we go.
Okay.
We take off this.
Okay, there we go.
All right. Jugman LaFleur. I can't give up on this team. They now have wins versus the Bucks, Heat, Celtics, Nets, Hawks, and Raptors. All teams they struggled with last season. Truth be told, their issues are the bad teams. Hey, that's true. There are a few moves and a healthy ball away from cooking. I hate to say it. I don't think Lonzo Ball will be back this year.
Hey, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this too, because I think this is another issue that people keep running into, because they keep saying like, "Oh no, we'll be cool. We'll be cool when Lonzo comes back." And these guys need like an elite top tier point guard that knows what he's doing to like, so they can get the shots that they need. As long as Io knows how to run his offense, as long as Io distributes the ball well enough, they'll be able to win. Like the Suns were on like the Suns were just fine with campaign at guard. Like he wasn't Chris Paul.
Oh, that's something I thought I'd never hear anybody say in my life.
Like, I mean, it's just the truth. Like the Suns weren't bad with campaign at guard. Like Chris Paul went out, campaign went in, and they didn't miss a beat.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like they don't need a top tier guard. They just need somebody that know what they're doing. And Io right now is the man.
Look at this. Alan H., Knicks fan. 2 points scored on free throws by fake foul by Knicks. Mitch Robinson, which radio called perfect block. Then the officials don't know what the lane violation is, so there's no final shot. They decided the Bulls should win tonight.
Okay.
Damn.
So the four free throws they missed late, you know, that was them deciding that they should win.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm just
Michael Davis. He's got a different opinion. Congrats to the Bulls fans. You guys earned the victory. Ain't much I can about y'all this time around. You guys came out as the better team. I can't sit here and make excuses. All right, man. Instant like right on the show. You gotta love Fat Benny. Did you ever get to see Fat Benny in person?
Everybody love Fat Benny. Everybody love Benny in general. Like I feel like Benny is like top 2 and not 2 in terms of like NBA mascots.
This Benny was not dunking anything, and he wasn't making half court anything.
Oh no, nah.
We got a new athletic Benny that can dance.
This Benny looks like he was eating Portillo's beef back in the day.
You missed these shots, I'll give you these fresh kicks. Oh. Jugman pissed off. Bulls to win the championship. Oh, yeah, that's Santa's not bringing that.
No. What a way to blow a game, 11 missed free throws. But yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You missed 11 free throws. If you gotta blame anybody, like don't blame the refs for that. Because you could have put the game away. Look at that.
Vooch was the first one to put his arms up. Thank God. Thank God. RJ Barrett, 44 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Man, the guy was just filthy tonight. Is this it? Is this the Vooch? No.
But I mean, even on that shot though, right? Like, bruh, how you can't say that the Bulls didn't play excellent defense.
Look at Josh DeLuca actually has an amazing stat here. Today was the 4th straight game in which LaVine, DeRozan, and Vooch all scored 20-plus points. That's how you win games. Big 3. I'd extend every one of them if they could run off 20 a game, every game. I would extend every one of them. We'd be in first easily. Ugh. But it seems like when the Bulls have a decent amount of time in big moments, Donovan likes to feign the DeRozan-LaVine pick and roll that LaVine usually slips out of to a 3-point line, and DeRozan then has a choice. That was the final play. That's interesting. I'll have to go back and take a look at that. I haven't really.
Well, he usually does use him as a decoy though. Like that's the thing. Like they often run that action where like it won't be that same exact action that he was talking about. But I do notice like some of the time, like 65% of the time, because Zach is a threat, they'll usually either use him on like a pin down screen or he'll go out to wherever it is, especially on the sideline, and then run to the opposite one. So that way he takes somebody and then that frees DeMar for the one-on-one. But he's right. He usually has that option. So he's not totally wrong.
All right, caller from the 312. How you doing tonight? Bulls win.
Yeah. I don't want to. I mean, I love my team. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to over-exaggerate. As far as when I think I just heard you say something about if all 3 of them can give us 20 a game, you will extend all of them.
I can hang a stocking. I can hang a stocking on my fireplace and wish for something too, but I'm not going to get it.
No, I'm just saying I wouldn't necessarily agree with that because I don't think this is going to age well with time. I mean, it probably could, but the way the NBA going is how that style of player is not going to age well, which is why when I heard you say giving them 20, you would extend all 3 of them, which, I mean, really you only talking about probably DeMar and Vooch. But,
right. Which you'll get cheaper the next time around.
You say what?
You'll get them cheaper next time around.
I mean, yeah, you probably would, but I think you're better off without them. Because if we got Dalen Terry coming up in the next year or 2, why would we extend DeMar? Like
that's a heavy bridge you're building right there, though. Comparing DeMar to Dalen Terry.
If you would have said,
I mean,
if you would have. No, go ahead.
I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, DeMar to me, he probably is a better player, but you got to understand, DeMar is getting older. If y'all gonna keep expecting that DeMar from last year to be here this year and next year, you got to be out of your mind because he gonna fall off a cliff, man. I wouldn't be so quick to extend him at no price. I mean, we gotta to be honest. I would like to shoot more threes and get more ball flowing movement. DeMar will stop all of that, so I would be quick to give him away. I mean, if anything, I'd probably keep Boots for decent little price though.
Okay, I mean, what do you think he's worth?
What I think he's worth? I don't think he's worth no $20 million a year. I mean, I'll probably, float around that 15 to 17 range. Maybe 2 or 3 years. He up there in age too.
Oops. Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, thanks for calling in. Have a Merry Christmas.
All right.
All right, man. Talking to you next time.
Yeah, be safe.
So let's take a look at this again, huh? We can freeze frame it still.
Bro, I just like it was no disregard, bro. Like it was like he
Look at that. Oh, DeMar saying,
yeah, bro. Nah, it was a wrap. It was a wrap already. It was a wrap. It was a wrap from jump. Like it was a wrap from jump. Like that's
DeMar's like doing it in slow motion.
Yeah, hey, absolutely. But the weird thing about it, right? Dude, the weird thing about it is I'm trying to figure out who is that guy on the Raptors. Anthony Edwards dunks on him, and then he's like, "Yeah, 10 times out of 10, I'm gonna jump." Like, yo,
Vooch.
you see somebody coming across the lane like that.
Vooch looks
Come
like
on
a
now.
contact lens.
Nah, he knew what it was. He knew what it was.
Look at this in real time, man, just to soak it in. Oh, Barrett, it's like I'm getting 40 tonight. Oh, man.
Hey, he was just on that. But like I said, they finally putting them together though. They're finally putting them together, man. Which is what I like to see.
That's crazy. All right, we're gonna jump to another caller. 920, you're on the show.
What's up?
What's up, Ringo and Mark?
Hey, how you doing?
It was a good guy. Merry Christmas, guys. It was a good game, I thought, the way the Bulls were playing, going back and forth. My question is, how come we don't take some of the G League players that they got, bring them up and put them in and give them a shot?
Like who?
That's the question. Well, you got Terry down there, that rookie that they just drafted. You got that foreign player, I forgot his name. He's been down in
Marco
Simidovic.
Billy doesn't even know Marco's on the team.
Hey, nah, he don't even know Marco exists. No, he literally sits on the bench and like, yo, why does dude have a jersey on?
Yeah, he's probably like, hey, man, this guy's got some pretty authentic gear for a fan. He's tall. Yeah, I noticed Marco was sitting right next to the coaches today and still couldn't get in the game.
Yeah, I don't know what Billy Donovan's problem, not getting going down to that G League and looking at some of the players, because there's some good players. What I seen on TV on the NBA Network, I seen the Chicago, the Windy City Bulls versus was it Cleveland? I believe I saw, and I thought that we got some good players down there that can actually come up and fill in when someone goes down or coming off the bench.
Well, don't discount it for later in the year and later in the season. I mean, I think that's always a possibility.
Yeah.
And I think the thing about it is too that I feel like, we gotta understand, like, as fans, even though like we want certain people called up, I'm gonna go back to this again. Even Pat said it again tonight, like Billy is pretty much going down there telling them, like, yo, the same system we running out there, I want y'all to run the same thing down here. So this is the thing. If Marco's not getting it down there, he's definitely not going to be able to get ticked. He's definitely not going to be able to get ticked up here with the regular Bulls. Now, I will say this. Would Dalen probably get minutes later on in the year, like consistent minutes? maybe, but you could see like there's a reason why he's like dropping points down there in the G League and getting called up in the same day. Cause I feel like Billy knows like later on, like we're probably gonna need him in some type of big situation. Cause you gotta think too, they already got there's already like you got Io, Dragic is on the bench. Caruso's still here, even though he's not healthy right now, but there's no room. There's no room for him really.
That's what I'm saying is that you got a guy down there that could probably fill in for Caruso if he's going to be out for a couple games. That fill that
who can fill in for Caruso?
Shooter.
Who fills in for Caruso?
Was it his shoulder, his sprained shoulder or something? I forgot.
No, I'm asking what player from the G League can fill in for Caruso at a guard position?
Yeah, I don't know all the G League players down there, but there's I don't know the guy's name, but he shot to win the game.
It's not Dalen Terry, is it? Are you talking about Malcolm Hill?
I think it might be Malcolm Hill that hit that three. He could probably. I think he's been in the league for a couple of years.
I
don't know, man. That's just you got a G League to develop these players and make a name for them. Look at all these star players. They came. Some of them came from the G League and made a name for themselves.
Bulls will race the other way.
We had
Thompson on the attack
when Derrick Rose was around. We had I can't even think of his name. He was flopping around the NBA, and all of a sudden he made a name for himself because he was in the lineup every day, and he can shoot the ball. And that's the problem the Bulls need. They need to stop shooting the threes. If you're going to shoot the threes, I want you guys to get the rebound because that's where you're going to get killed. And that's why some of these games, that's how the Bulls are getting killed because, okay, I'm going to pop open here and shoot a three. Well, I'm not going to get the rebound. No, you got to hustle. That's the problem. They stop hustling when they shoot the three. Well, let's go back on defense. No, you go and get that rebound, put their defense on the heels. That's how you're going to win ball games.
What's with the Windy City Bulls, man? It looks like nobody goes to these games.
I know nobody usually goes to these games, but they're always on TV though. Like they're on TV and what's the one? They're on TV. The Lakers squad is on TV, and the G League Ignite are usually on TV. Yeah. Like so. I mean, at least they're consistent.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was flicking through my channels and I went to the NBA to see if there was a game and there was a G League. I'm like, Windy City, and then I figured it was the Chicago Bulls, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to see what they got down there and see what if they could kind of look what they have and try to come, put them on their bench and see if they can come in and fill off the bench, and if they, if they're sustainable,
it looks
keep
like
them.
Carleek
Jones
was the name of the guy that you were talking about. Oh, look at Marco on the celebration right here. There's Marco celebrating something, Ringo. Are you seeing this?
Hey, at least he on the court down there, man, because
look at Marco setting a screen. Oh, he's open. He's open.
Yeah, he was actually open.
I think what the Bulls are doing with Marco, they're doing with Mark and Larry out in Utah.
Yeah, Lowry Markkinen.
Laurie Markkinen. I like that guy. That kid was. You just had to have patience. You're just gonna have to. If he was on this team, I think this team would have been a little bit better if they developed him with Zach LaVine and DeMarco Rose.
Yeah. Wow, it's interesting. I gotta catch some windy. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, Marcus, they got a couple of nice pieces down there, and they own TV consistently. So, like usually right after the
Jeez,
Bulls
who's
game.
this? 21.
So,
Wow,
I mean,
that's
but
there's some players down there that they can come up if someone gets hurt. And I
this
think
is old. This is an
Lonzo's
old
not going to
clip.
be coming back.
This is an old clip.
But the one thing I will say to your point about the Lowry thing, right? The only issue with that was the fact that we all knew, because Lowry had a solid rookie year. The only problem with Lowry was the fact that he couldn't stay healthy.
No, because he went vegan.
It wasn't for lack of trying, but it's like everybody always says. We always say it too. Like the best ability is availability. Like, and if you ain't on the court, I mean,
yeah,
I can't really.
Then you got to figure the coaching too is every coach is different, and how many coaches came through Chicago with Larry marketing on the Bulls, and they
enough
didn't
for him
use
to
his
get ahead of the class
ability
3 times, and he didn't.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for calling. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Merry Christmas. Take care.
You too. You guys.
Yep, we will. Look at this, Ringo. This is the Ontario Clippers versus the Windy City Bulls. Now, Ontario, if you're driving from LA to Ontario, it's about the same amount of driving time to get to Milwaukee. That's how far out they put their team.
What, for real?
Yeah.
For real?
It's like a suburb. Even for me, it's crazy. It's an hour and a half drive.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, let's see what happened here. Oh, that's it? I just get a picture?
Wait, who is that? Is that a pic or a video?
It's just a pic.
Oh.
Look at Marco. Look at him. Thinks he's the man. You're not. I hope Marco will get some redemption this year, don't you?
Yeah, at some point, because I mean, like from what I've seen off of the tape when he was drafted, he could play. But it's something that Kidd always talks about. And shout out to Kidd, like, yo, he just needs a space and opportunity. He just needs a space and opportunity. And I feel like you can say that with a lot of guys this year too, because Muggs clown me. When I said yo, but I said Bobo's gonna be nice. I seen him they were doing a summer league game, and I think that like Denver ran like four bigs and like one guard. He played guard, came down, pinned down, floppy screen off a 3, came down, cashed it. Never got the run with Denver. Soon as he gets to the Magic, now this man is just hooping. It's the same thing. Tyrese Halliburton leaves Sacramento, goes to Indiana, possible all-star.
Yeah.
Like, it's like some of these dudes just need space and opportunity. That's what I was telling them with the Lowry thing. Like, everybody just needed Lowry to be healthy. Like, he had a solid rookie year. He wasn't healthy. So it wasn't like
Jamal in the chat is saying Marco's trash, and I see Travis agrees with him. I'm going to tell you something. If Marco gets, I don't know what he needs, testosterone treatment or whatever he needs, whatever supplements these dudes are doing these days to get away under the screening. But if Marco could come in looking somewhat of a Lowry build, he'd be crazy. Go look at Marco's tapes from when he played in the
Europe. No, but even then, even with Marco's tapes, Marco played like, I feel like AK picked him up because he reminds him of Jokic. I feel like that was the biggest thing. But at the same time, it's like, yo,
take him to the buffet. Get him some food in that body.
Yeah, no, which is crazy, because it's like, you stand down here, we got all these good restaurants.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you ain't putting nothing into him. Like, hey, get him a Portillo's beef, some type of deep dish pizza, Illuminati's, whatever you want to do. Get him some Garrett's popcorn. I don't care.
We got our first thing here. Fans, Send your gift cards to restaurants in care of Marko Siminovich at the United Center and beef him up, or bakeries. I know you got Al's.
Do whatever you gotta do.
Favorite beef, man. What are you loyal to? Al's, Mr. Beef, Portillo's. What do you go for?
Hey man, well honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't mess with Portillo's like I used to. If it's me, my go-to spot right now is probably Harold.
Okay.
Harold is definitely the one.
Portillo's
would definitely be too. I don't eat deep dish like that, so. But definitely Harold's is the one. Portillo's is the two. But if we just talking Marko, he would have to. Marko definitely needs some Portillo's.
Tell us in the chat what restaurant should we send Marko to fatten him up and get some bulk on him. This is like such an opportunity for some Chicago restaurant.
Because this is like,
like, hey, we brought Marko in. We gave him nothing but 32-ounce steaks for a whole month. And then we went out and put a 50 in. Church's chicken. Marko is not eating Church's. I guarantee you that.
Somebody told me that Church's was fired. I gotta grab it. Somebody told me that Church's was fire. I just never really. I never really had. I see. I'm a Popeyes guy myself. Popeyes guy myself.
Yeah.
But that's just me. That's just Brown's chicken.
I don't know, man. Hush puppies are good, but those fried hush puppy balls.
I mean, listen, you got Jerk 48. White Castle was solid.
Can't argue with that at 4 a.m.
Well, no, White Castle was solid. No, White Castle was solid.
All right, Ringo. I think we're gonna wrap this one up, my friend.
All right, my guy.
Bulls win. Merry Christmas to you and your family and everybody on the Windy City Breeze crew.
Make sure, everybody in the comments, make sure y'all stay safe. Enjoy the holiday. And listen, the Bears also do play tomorrow. I don't know how many of y'all gonna put yourself through that. I'm gonna be watching. So we gonna see how it go, but make sure y'all enjoy y'all holiday, man. Be safe.
All right, be safe, everybody. Bulls a winner on some late heroics and some crazy missed front of the rim fake out game stuff, but we got it anyway. So thanks for watching, everybody.